Hello! Thank you for joining Only in Sedona Yoga for our spooktacular Halloween special. You probably guessed, we're going to be talking about yoga and your bone health. And pay attention during our Vinyasas today. We'll be doing a modification of our sun salutation that you can use if you have spinal issues. Grab your mats and let's talk to them. Hello, beautiful fellow yogis. Please go ahead and take a child's pose on your mat. Take several slow, deep breaths as you center your focus, calm your body and mind, and set a private intention for your practice. Just give me a few breaths here. And come on up. Come into all fours and give me a few cat-cow. Here's where you want to begin to synchronize your breath-body movement. Become mindful. How does it feel to move your breath and body in tandem? Warming up that spine, your body's lifeline. Come now to a neutral spine. Tuck your toes. Push yourself up and back into our first down dog. And from here, let's get comfortable. So bend your knees. Shift your weight a little higher on the fanny. Drop those heels. Gently walk out your dog by bending one knee and looking under the opposite arm. Once again, synchronizing your breath and body movement, which helps to calm the nervous system and get some good body chemicals going. Lift on both heels and come into a full down dog for a breath or two. Before taking a stroll right up to the front of your mat. We will be all oriented at the front today. So come into a flat spine and then let yourself dangle. Just kind of shake it out. And when you're ready, come rolling out slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Looking up overhead as your palms touch. And coming to stand in your mountain pose. So your feet are hips width apart, your knees are soft, shoulders down and back with that invisible string lifting your head tall. Pause for a breath as you recite your intention for your practice, or you can borrow mine. I talk to my mat to give thanks for a healthy body. And with that, inhale, look up, hands touch. Exhale, come down. And part of bone health is being nice to your connective tissue, so just walk down. And if you end up holding here on your legs or in your ankles, that's fine. Only stretch to your capability. Should always feel good. And in this forward fold, I want you to focus on your weight and your toes. But you're pushing the weight back against those thighs. There is absolutely no work coming from your lower back. And then inhale yourself to a flat spine. Step it back to plank. We're going to chaturanga all the way to the ground. Lower your knees. Come into just a little cobra instead of an up dog. And then we're going to come up, pushing up through all fours. And throw in a bonus child's pose just for half a breath before rounding it out, readjusting your spine, and meeting me back in that down dog. Will you join me for a breath? Your next inhale lifts your left leg. You can let it fall open to the side, kind of explore that hip joint a little. Your hip is one of your most complex joints, a ball and socket joint. Bring that leg through. Place your foot a little bit behind your palms. You want your feet about 3 feet apart, maybe a little more or less depending on how tall you are. Stick out that hip for your triangle and just begin sliding down the leg. Here's a good place for a block. If you have a block with you, otherwise just hold your triangle here. We're going to hold each pose for about 30 seconds. And I'll explain to you why. Come on up. And all you're going to do now is helicopter your body and reverse that triangle. And if you're holding here at the knee, and that's enough of a twist, that's fine. I want you to personalize this for your body. If you don't like this top arm up, maybe bring it around here. This practice is for you, so please personalize it. Move in a way that feels good, and we're going to come on up front and center. Nice and wide. Come down into a wide leg, grabbing the outside of the back foot for a breath. And then come back up. And just real quickly get that to the other side. And come back up. Going down to a low lunge, front of your mat. Come on down. And then open up. Take a breath or two here. Reach, reach, reach. And we're going to flow through that vinyasa. So step it back. Bring it all the way down. Little cobra. Notice my elbows stay bent. My hips stay on the ground. Push up and back. Take a child's pose. And you can do this variation of a sun salutation in any of our flows. Come meet me in your down dog. So memorize it, get it in your muscle memory. It is an option on sore spine days. And with that said, ripple yourself out to a plank. Find that good position, one straight line. We're going to roll it to a side plank, strengthening your core muscles. And here you have options too. Knee down makes it easier. Stacking feet makes it harder. Crazy things like a star make it even harder. You choose. And when you've had enough, come on back into a rock star. A gentler, easier back bend than doing a full wheel. And then bring yourself around. Find that good plank. Chatter and go all the way down. Give me that little cobra. Push up, rounding back to child's. Rounding up before taking that flat spine. And then pushing back up into your down dog. Bringing it forward into plank to get that on the other side. Start with that side plank, hold it here. Then when you've had enough, foot comes back, take that rock star. I don't like to do wheel anymore, and I'll tell you why there too. But for now, come forward, go through your chaturanga all the way down, lifting up, rounding up and back to child's pose. Rounding up to all four, finding that flat spine, pressing it up. Let's walk it forward to the front of our mats. And surrender to a forward fold before rounding up. Looking up as our palms touch. Coming to heart center. Flowing through one more vinyasa on this side. Remember, do it the way that feels good for your body. Stepping it back to plank. through your chaturanga, doing our variation. And meeting me in your down dog when you're ready. That left leg lifts up one more time. You can let it bend to open up the hip if you like. And then bring it through. Maybe use your hand to get it right between your palms this time. Drop that bottom knee, come into a lunge here. But watch, we're going to walk this arm to the outside for a twist. And then, if it's within your practice, you can even come up. But if this part doesn't work, keep your leg down. Easy peasy. Either way, come out of it now. Tuck that back toe. Press up and back to a quick pyramid. Hold here for a few breaths. Before bending into that front knee, stepping it back, chaturanga down, into your cobra, rounding it up, into child's pose, rounding it up, into all fours, sucking your toes, and meeting me in down dog for a breath. Before walking it forward to the front of your mat, surrendering first to your forward fold, rounding it up, looking up overhead, and bringing your hands to a mindful pause at heart center. Explore how that work feels. Can you feel the difference between the two sides of your body? Let's get the other one, shall we? Inhale up. Flow through that vinyasa. Inhaling to flat spine before stepping it back all the way down, taking our cobra variation. If you're feeling like doing an up dog, be my guest. I just wanted to show you a different way to work your spine. Come to all fours. Press into your down dog. Take a breath here. And then lift the right leg up this time. Let it fall open if you like. Before bringing it through between the hands, but a little bit back, about 3 feet of distance between those legs. Come on up, prepare for triangle. Slide it down. Maybe grab a block if you like that. Your poses might not look like mine, and that's okay. Let's helicopter the body. Take that to a reverse or revolved triangle. Again, if you're holding up at the knee and that's enough twist, do it. And then come up. You won't see me for a second. Come center wide. Take the outside of that back foot. And come up. Take the outside of the front foot. And come up, diving down. Going to the front. Into that low lunge. Open, reaching, 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 reaching. Before flowing through your vinyasa. Step back, chaturanga, into your cobra, through your child's pose, and into all fours, where we press back up into your down dog. And then ripple it out to your plank for that core work for your spine. So find your plank first. And then roll to the side. Lift and hold for a few breaths. Before taking it back to your rock star. And then bringing it around gently, readjusting before chaturanga down into your little cobra, into your child's pose. Bring it up, back into that down dog, rippling it right back out to a plank. Find plank first, and then take that to the other side. And when you've had enough, take it back into that rock star. Bring it around, chaturanga, through your vinyasa. Coming into all fours, pressing up and back, into your down dog for a breath. Before walking it forward to the front of your mat, surrendering forward fold, rounding it up, looking up overhead, bringing the heart center for a mini pause, for going right back into the last part of our flow, through your vinyasa again. Inhale, flat spine. Exhale, step back, chaturanga, into your cobra, 3 trials to come into your downward dog. Up into all fours, and meet me in down dog. Breathe here. And then lift this right leg up one more time. And let it bend to the side before bringing it all the way through the legs. Bringing that back leg down. And then just walking it around here. Bend that back leg if you can. Grab the foot, but if that doesn't work, you're just right here. Either way. Release that down. Come back up, pushing into your pyramid now. Maybe adjust your feet slightly. Hold here and breathe with me. Before bending into that front leg, stepping it back. One more time through that vinyasa, using our modified style. Meeting me in your down dog. Take a breath here. Walk yourself forward. Come to the front of the mat, surrender. Keep those knees soft as you come up. Look overhead as your palms touch. Take your mindful pause. I'm going to turn forward. We're going to throw in a quick tree balance. So if you have balance challenges, grab a chair. Now your options, you can just be here. Get the lateral rotation of that hip. If you can, take it up to a balance. You never want to put your foot against your knee joint. On your upper thigh, or keep it low, but don't put pressure on those joints. And when you're ready, come out with control. And we're going to get that on the other side. So find a good foot position, maybe shift your hips a little, shake them out. And remember, you have this. Or lift up, come into that beautiful tree. And then come out with great control. And we're going to take it down to sit. Grab a bolster if you have one, or a pillow. If you want to grab water, now's a good choice, or a good chance. And come on down. Meet me in a kneel on your mat. We're going to do some hip and shoulder stretches. I'm going to join you in a water break. And let's come forward. So we're going to go into a half frog. Your back leg's going to extend. Your other leg is coming out at 45 degrees. And you're just going to collapse. We're going to hold each of these poses for about 1 minute. So just come on down. Take a second to adjust that bolster. Get that leg out to the side. And breathe with me here for a minute. Mm-hmm. And when you've had enough there, come on up. Maybe do a cat-cow or two to kind of shake that out. And we're going to get the other side right away. Kind of feels good after that flow to just surrender, right? So let's get that other side. 1 minute. Come on up out of this and come forward to sit on your mat. I'm going to talk about that hip thing I mentioned earlier. So you have two choices for our next stretch. We're going to do our fire log, but your first choice is just to sit like this. Take an easy Sukhasana seat, lift forward, lean forward. Now, if it's within your practice, you can stack the legs one on top of each other. But if you're not able to do that, don't necessarily think it's because you're not flexible enough or not good enough. Can't really see while I'm sitting down, but look at this hip joint. Your bones can vary immensely, and if your bones don't allow your hips to make this shape, trying to force it is only going to cause injury. So listen to your body. That's why I preach mindfulness. There's a huge difference between good pain and bad pain. Good pain for me is when I come off a hike or a run and I do this stretch and my hips are like, oh, thank you, even though they're screaming. Bad pain is when your body is like, honey, I was not designed to move this way. And putting me in this position is stressing me, and you start to just feel yucky all over. Don't do that. And come on up out of this one. You can hold this position or take an easy Sukhasana seat. I'm going to turn so you can see me, which looks like, no, you can't. Yes, you will. We're going to do an exercise for our posture here. So take one arm, lift it up. Take your other arm behind your back. See if you can get your fingertips to touch. And even if you're here, it doesn't matter. The fact that you're going like that is going to improve your posture. And if you lean forward over your computer all day, please do this stretch. It is so good for your spine. Can start to combat some of that curvature some people get. And then come back around. I'm going to turn around. You probably don't have to, but I'm going to turn around so we can get that fire log on the other side. So remember, first option here, easy Sukhasana seat. Only if it works for your hips do your legs come up. And only then do you lift and start to come forward. And the 30-second thing. So, our Halloween theme this year obviously is yoga and your bones. And in doing research for an article about yoga and your bones, I found an older study that focused on holding different asanas and your bone health. And your bone cells start to create new bone after 12 seconds of a static hold, but they stop after 72. And it has to be weight bearing too. So that's why as we were doing the Hatha Vinyasa portion of our workout, we were holding our holds for about 30 seconds. And if you're practicing yoga with bone health in mind, you might want to keep that little tip in mind. That apparently is the ideal time for growing new bone. And with that, just come up and take the other arm up this time. Reach the other arm behind. See if you can get those fingers to touch. So good for your posture. And out of that, we're going to finish with 2 final spinal twists. Have your bolster to the side, ready to catch your knee. Turn this way on your mat. Use your hands to support you back. Lift that back leg to 45 and cross it over. Having your bolster there just makes it a little easier. If you find this stretch too intense, or if your hip configuration is such that it just doesn't go that way. This is the bolster I sleep with between my knees every night. I am a side sleeper. And it helps to keep my bones aligned so that my hips don't start to ache overnight. Little bonus tip there for you. And when you've had enough on this side, come back. Gracefully transition to the other side. Smooth that bolster, get it ready to catch you. Open those arms, lift that knee, maybe look the other way. Release any tension on that low back. And with that, beautiful yogi, prepare for your final relaxation. Perhaps take your bolster, place it underneath your knees. It's another trick if you have low back pain, a pillow beneath your knees. Presses the lumbar spine down, it can relieve pressure. And take the next 3 to 5 minutes to simply breathe and be. Maybe mindfully explore your skeleton. Do a body scan. Can you mentally touch all 206 bones of your body? We at Only in Sedona want to thank you for sharing Halloween with us. Take good care of your skeleton. Thank you, and happy Halloween.